I'm over here and I'm reading the Word of God, you know, and this scripture started hitting me up. Okay, I just want to go to Proverbs 23, verse 9, where it says, "Speak not in the ears of a fool, but he will despise the wisdom of thy words." Now, consider this. Delilah kept saying, tell me, what gives you this strength? What gives you this power? What gives you this, And when he should speak not in the ear of a fool. No, that girl's a fool. No, but she will despise the wisdom of thy words. She's not looking for the wisdom of his words. She's looking for a way to take him down. No, speak not in the ears of a fool. Why are you telling that Jezebel whatever about God? Consider that Ahab was supposed to be a man of God, but Jezebel didn't care about no God. She cared about Baal and getting everybody to serve her God. So anything that he had to say about his God, she despised that wisdom of thy word. Speak not in the ear of a fool, but he will despise the wisdom of thy words. Understand that there's a lot of people out here that is not of God, into the things of God. They're not feeling God. They don't get the wisdom of it. They despise the words of God. This word is like a treasure. It's something that like a secret treasure. You have to be in a certain place with God to really comprehend it and to really be able to eat. Like it says, how can you have an ear to hear? If you are carnal minded, how can you have an ear to hear? If you sitting up there and you're doing all kinds of things, how can you have an ear to hear? You got to be seeking him to have an ear to hear. These people are not even seeking him. They're seeking other things. And it's kind of difficult when you're dealing with this kind of thing in its area of familia. You're dealing with your children. Okay, who wants to admit that? You're dealing with your spouse. Who wants to admit that? Your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. Who wants to admit that? Your cousin. But there's people in the family that's not hearing this word. They despise the wisdom of thy word. Let's continue. This all got started for me in Proverbs 23. Proverbs 23. I'm sorry, I'm a lover of Proverbs 31, but let's continue. Proverbs 23, when it says in the first verse, and I'm going to keep on going. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler. Okay, let's stop right there. A ruler, a manager, a leader, a president, or somebody in charge, a mother or father in charge of the household, a ruler. Okay, rulers come in different forms. That's what I'm trying to get at. When you're at the darn office, the PA office, and you're applying for something, a ruler. Consider diligently what is before thee. A ruler can even be, yes, a child. Why? Because a child is maybe a leader of maybe their little playground or their little friends, their little group of peoples. Okay? A ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. Listen, there's gifts that people might try to be given. There's food they might try to give you, riches, money, Be careful who you do business with. Real talk. They may look good. They doing good. It's not worth it if they're evil. Okay, I'm sorry. No. If they would sit up there and cheat on somebody, I'm sorry. I really don't want to be in business with somebody that actually has the ability to cheat. Because then you're going to try to cheat me. Cheat somebody in my business. Cheat some customers. Cheat, you got to think about stuff like that. You giving me your dainties, your meat, whatever. What it says? Eat not the meat of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. Why? As he thinketh in his heart, so is he. So is the man thinketh, so is he. Think about that. Interesting. So as a man thinketh, so is he. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meat. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. In other words, he's saying, eat and drink, enjoy, but he don't want you to succeed. He don't want nothing good for you. He looking for something bad to happen to you. Even though he giving you something good, it ain't because he wants something good for you. You know what I'm saying? He got evil in his heart. And evil, what they got to do with you? What they got to do with God? What they got to do with goodness? They don't like it. Go back. What did I just say? They despise the wisdom of thy word. They despise the wisdom of thy word. So, what you have to hear something you don't like. It's almost like you got to take something you don't like. You got to endure something you don't like. You got to be in something you don't like. So, in his heart, but his heart is not with me, it says. Verse 7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, I'm going straight word. Saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. Understand and hear the wisdom of this word. The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. What? Are we hearing? Are we receiving? Hear what it say. It said, eat thou not the bread of him that have an evil eye, verse 6. And then it says, the morsel which thou have eaten shalt thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. And lose thy sweet words. Consider that. If you're going and dealing with them in labor, it's a labor not to be rich. You trying to be with them in work-wise, you trying to be with them and pertaining to having a gift from them, food, whatever it is, be not a fool. Be not a fool. Okay? You're going to end up vomiting it up. And the words that they say, it's not going to be sweet no more. Everything, the food is not going to be sweet no more. The rich is not going to be, it's not going to be sweet no more. The morsel is not going to be sweet. It's not going to be feeling good no more. Why? Because they despise the wisdom of thy words. Let's continue. I'm sorry. This is so deep. I'm just loving it. Let's go. I'm going to go back to 7. I'm sorry. I'm just loving it. Deal with me. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. I'm going to go back 7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. I just need you to remember. So is a man thinking, so is he. So is a man thinking, so is he. So is a man thinking, so is he. Because that will deal in your life. I'm telling you, that word right there clicked so much things in my life. Let's continue to 8. The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit, and lose thy sweet words. 9. Speak not in the ear of a fool. Why are you trying to give somebody wisdom that don't want no wisdom? They don't even think you have wisdom. They think you stupid. I just want to make it clear. They think everything you're saying is stupid and dumb. They don't care one lick about it. They like consider this. If you talking to somebody, they from the streets, they about the streets, and you telling them something about God stuff and they street stuff, they think that's stupid. Only street stuff is good for them. No, consider that you said it. And here's my thing: do we not witness to people? Yes, witness to them. Yes, okay. But when after you witness to them and they still won't swallow, they still won't receive it. You know what I'm saying? You speaking to them and they still going on doing the evil things that they do. They not even trying or considering the things of God. Why are you speaking to them? If you see these people made up their mind, they're not even interested in God, in the things of God, in goodness, in righteousness, in doing these things. They want to do all type of evil wickedness. They want to gain by doing wickedness. They want to gain by hurting and harming and destroying. And, they want to do things. You know what I'm saying? And they don't believe in nothing else. That's what they believe that work. To go and hurt and harm and murder and mistreat people. Speak not into the ear of a fool. For he will despise the words of thy words. Let me explain something about despise despise the wisdom of thy words. Okay. They will get mad at you. They will see now who you are, what you are about. Why are you trying to change me? Why are you trying to... They will come attack you. Now, attack don't always come physical. They'll come attack you by talking junk about you. They'll come talk about your family. They'll go do something, tell other people no good stuff about you. And you're wondering why certain people came at you like that. Come on, let's go. I know some people, they was trying to deal with certain people in church and they want to know why they went and tried to dismiss their character. And I use wisdom and who you talking to. I'm just saying, whether it be in church, this ain't about that. This is about God stuff. Okay? Understand me. If you for God, you for God. Some people in the church ain't all necessarily for God. Sorry. There's different types of churches, okay? Different types of people that walk in there, all kind of walks of life. Understand? But being despised ain't no joke. And the more you talk, the more anger, the more rage, the more nasty, the more narcissistic, the more they could get psychotic. I'm talking to you. Listen, be very careful when you speak and you trying to give deep stuff, wisdom to somebody that despises wisdom, that despises their word. Okay? Listen, a lot of times we don't want nothing bad to happen to them, and we trying to tell you, and we trying to tell, no, step aside. Step aside. Why are you speaking for? Sometimes people only want you to speak so they can entrap you. Everything you say, they holding it against you. Everything you say, they want to go and mess you up with it. I mean, if you saying something because they still want to use that against you, so you don't do all of that. They're going to try to do something to mess you over in that area. No. Be very careful. I'm just saying, there's some slickery that you wouldn't know. There's some cunningness and evil doing that you just don't know. Listen. Be very careful. If you're not even evil, let me just be like that. Like, I don't even know. If you're not studying evil stuff, you don't know some of the stuff that's in hell. You don't know some of the attacks and the wickedness that demonic hell people do. They got demons they got demons operating, demons that love to smile at your demise. That love the chaos. They love the wretchedness. Just hear what I'm saying. I'm just trying to help. It's just a little wisdom. Let's go. I just feel like to do this. Let's go. I'm gonna read it again. Verse 9, because I just love the word. I'm sorry. Speaking not in the ears of a fool, but he will despise the wisdom of thy words. Remove not the old landmark, and enter not into the fields of the fatherless. What does it mean by fatherless? You don't got God the Father. Remove not the old landmarks, and enter not into the fields of the fatherless, for their Redeemer is mighty. He shall plead their cause with thee. Apply thine heart unto instructions, and thine ears to the words of knowledge. Wait, let me go back to that. Remove the old landmark. Remove not. It said, remove not the old landmark, and enter not into the field of the fatherless. For the Redeemer is mighty. He shall plead their cause with thee. Applying thine heart unto instruction, and thine ears to the words of knowledge. Withhold not correction from the children, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul from hell. Okay, we need to tell that to our kids. Okay, because they are taking on demonic stuff and spiritual stuff that can take them straight to hell. And they don't want you to say nothing. They don't want you to teach nothing. They get mad when you say something about that ain't right. When you say something about that, I'm sorry, I don't believe in that. That's not of God. No, you should not be doing these things. But we're saying it because we want them to not be in hell for the rest of their eternity. So, like, it's almost like your words, what you do with them kids, what you get them to go and do the right thing, is like, it depends on their whole future of going to hell or not. And when you see them and they just and they seem like, I just want to keep on going this way. What's up? And you can't do but so much at a certain, like, they in hell. What can you do? They die young because they dishonor their parents. What do you do? Continuing. 15. My son, if thine heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. Yea, my reins shall rejoice. When thy lips speak right things, let not thine heart envy sinners. But be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long. For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way. But not among winebibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. Hearken unto thy father that begat thee, and despise not thy mother when she is old. Buy the truth and sell it, not also wisdom and instruction and understanding. The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eye observe my way. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. A strange woman, okay, but let me just make that clear. I think the whore thing is kind of self-explanatory. A strange woman is a pit. Somebody that's not, believing in God. Somebody that's not of God. A strange woman, somebody that's like into other stuff, don't know nothing about, they ain't into all this stuff with God, no word, no nothing, no Bible, no okay. Strange woman, someone away from things that you were taught. Okay, anyway, she also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men. Okay, first of all, men. There's a bunch of women out here. It's like the devil done set them up to mess you up from the things of God. And then when you see a woman of God, you don't want to even go there. You're not into her. But when you see all this whores and you see these strange women that's not into the Lord, you want to go there. But She also lied them. Consider Delilah. Let's just go there. Consider Delilah. Consider, that he kept being interested in women that betrayed him, and, hello? But, you try to think, I get it. You try to think, hey, nah, they wouldn't do that, or, nah, I ain't nobody perfect, so I can give them a chance, Listen, she also lied in wait for a prey. Did not Delilah sit there and wait as a prey for Samson, and increases the transgressors among men, and she increases people to come after you and say bad things about you, men amongst the men, who hath woe, who hath sorrow, who hath contentions, who hath babbling, who hath wounds without cause, who hath redness of eyes, they that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. At the last it biteth like a serpent, and stingeth like an adder. Thine eyes shall behold strange women, and thine heart shall utter perverse things. And thine heart shall utter perverse things. Yea, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea, or as he that lieth upon the top of a mast. They have stricken me, shalt thou say, and I was not sick. They have beaten me, and I felt it not. When shall I awake? I will seek it yet again. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. That was just really cool for me. I'm sorry, my main things, I'm going to just go there. That I liked about this Proverbs 23 in entirety. I'm just going to go there. Because, it was talking about a few things in here. A few things. And, maybe it touched other people in different ways, but for me, I just feel like there's people out here you need to watch out for. And it's trying to tell you how to catch it, how to watch out, how to know what you seeing, what you dealing with, and why you shouldn't deal with it. And if you do, this is what's going to happen. So when you find yourself in these little positions and it's all jacked up, that's because you decided to do something that you probably didn't know. And it's simple as like going to any kind of a ruler and, just, eating with them. Their meat, the Messiah, laboring with somebody for riches, that is evil. Be very careful who you do labor with. It's a stressful thing to be with somebody that just all they want you to do is evil, and you keep doing good, and they despising every piece of good thing that you're doing because they was trying to get people to do wickedness and lie and steal and cheat, and you won't steal or lie and cheat for them. Consider that. And I'm going to leave it at that. Amen.